Two people, same salary, same age, same starting point. One of them starts putting $200 a month into an investment account at age 25. The other waits just 10 years and starts at 35. By the time they both reach 65, the person who started at 25 has over $500,000. The person who waited until 35, $180,000. Same $200 a month. Same investment. A 10-year head start created a $320,000 gap. That gap has a name. It's called compound interest. And if nobody has ever sat down and shown you exactly how the numbers work, not just told you it's important, but actually shown you the maths, then this video is going to change something in how you think about money permanently. In the next 12 minutes, I'm going to show you exactly how compound interest works using real numbers, real timelines, and real comparisons. No jargon, no hand-waving. By the end of this video, you will understand why every year you wait costs you more than you think, and what to do about it. This is wealth clarity. Let's get into it. Most people have heard the phrase compound interest. Most people have a rough idea it has something to do with earning interest on your interest. But that description is so vague it doesn't actually change how you behave. So let's be precise. Simple interest works like this. You put $1,000 in an account that pays 10% per year. At the end of year 1, you've earned $100. At the end of year 2, another $100. At the end of year 10, you've earned $1,000 in interest. Your total is $2,000. Compound interest works like this. Same $1,000, same 10%. But at the end of year 1, you've earned $100, and now you have $1,100. In year 2, you earn 10% on $1,100, not $1,000er. That gives you $110. Now you have $1,210. The interest is being added to your balance. And then the next round of interest is calculated on that larger balance. Your money is growing on itself. By year 10, you don't have $2,000. You have $2,594. That extra $594 wasn't from anything you did. You didn't earn more. You didn't save more. The compounding did it. And that's over just 10 years. Now extend that thinking to 30 years, and what happens to that gap is almost hard to believe. Before we look at the real investment numbers, I want to give you one image that makes compound growth impossible to forget. If someone offered you a choice between $1 million today or a penny that doubles every day for 30 days, which would you choose? Most people take the million. It's right there. It's real. It's $1 million. The penny after 30 days of doubling is $5,368,709. That's the nature of exponential growth. It looks like almost nothing for a long time, and then it looks like everything very fast. Your investment account works the same way. The first 5 years feel like almost nothing is happening. The last 5 years of a long compounding period are where the majority of your wealth is actually created. Let's come back to the two people from the beginning, and this time let's look at every number. Person A starts at 25, puts in $200 a month into an index fund that averages 7% annual return, which is the conservative historical average for a broad market index fund after inflation. At age 35, they have contributed $24,000 and their account is worth roughly $33,000. Doesn't feel dramatic? Doesn't feel like a life-changing decision. That's normal. The early years of compounding are quiet. At age 45, they've contributed $48,000 total. Their account is now worth approximately $101,000. Notice something. They've put in $48,000, but the account has more than doubled that. Compounding is now doing visible work. At age 55, contributions total $72,000. Account value, roughly $242,000. The gap between what they put in and what they have is widening fast. At age 65, total contributions are $96,000. Account value, $525,000. They put in less than $100,000 over their lifetime and the account returned more than $500,000. Now, person B, they waited until 35. Same $200 a month. Same 7% return. but 10 years shorter runway. At age 65, after 30 years of contributions and compounding, they have approximately $243,000. They put in $72,000. They got $243,000 back. That is still an excellent outcome. Compounding still worked for them. But the person who started 10 years earlier with only $24,000 more in contributions has $282,000 more in their account. That is what a 10-year delay costs. Not in contributions, in compounding. The lost time is the expensive part. You've probably heard the cut your daily coffee personal finance advice before. Maybe it annoyed you. It annoys me too, mostly because it misses the point. The point isn't the coffee. The point is what that same amount of money does inside a compounding account. $5 a day is $150 a month. $150 a month invested for 30 years at 7% is not $54,000, which is what you put in. It's $181,000. You're not giving up coffee. You're choosing between $181,000 and coffee. When you frame it that way, the decision looks different. This is exactly why understanding compound interest isn't just a maths lesson. It's a perception shift. Once you see what time and consistent contributions actually produce, you stop thinking about monthly amounts and start thinking about what those amounts become. Now that you understand how compounding works, here's something practical. There are only 3 variables that control how much your money grows. The first lever is time. As we've seen, this is the most powerful one. Every year you delay is not just a year of missed contributions. It's a year of missed compounding on everything that would have followed. Time is the variable you can never get back. The second lever is return rate. The difference between a 5% return and a 7% return sounds small. Over 30 years on $200 a month, 5% gives you $166,000. 7% gives you $243,000. 2 percentage points is $77,000. This is why a low-fee broad market index fund consistently outperforms actively managed funds over long periods. Fees eat your return rate, and every percentage point of return you lose is compounded away with it. The third lever is contribution amount. This is the only lever most people think about, and it's the least powerful of the 3. Doubling your contribution from $200 to $400 a month is powerful, but it can't compensate for starting 15 years later. You can always earn more money. You cannot manufacture more time. The priority order is clear. Start early. Keep fees low. Then increase contributions as your income grows. Here's something that almost never gets said directly in personal finance content. Most people understand compound interest in theory. Almost nobody actually feels it, because the early years give you almost no feedback. You invest $200 in month 1, and your account goes to $201.17. Nothing about that feels transformational. The reason most people stop is not because they don't understand the maths. It's because the feedback loop is invisible for years. You are doing the right thing and it looks like almost nothing is happening. This is intentional. This is how compounding works. The growth is backloaded by design. The people who keep going through the quiet years are the ones who collect the dramatic years at the end. Patience is not a personality trait here. It is the mechanism. The return on patience is hundreds of thousands of dollars. If you're watching this and you don't have a compound interest vehicle working for you right now, here is the minimum viable first step. Open a brokerage account. In the US, Fidelity, Vanguard, and Schwab are the 3 names worth knowing. All 3 have 0 account minimums, 0 trading fees, and offer total market index funds with expense ratios under 0.05%. That means for every $1,000 you invest, you pay less than 50 cents a year in fees. Fees that low are effectively invisible, which is exactly what you want. Once the account is open, choose a broad market index fund. At Fidelity, that's FZRX, the Fidelity Zero Total Market Index Fund, which has a 0% expense ratio. At Vanguard, it's VTI, the Vanguard Total Stock Market EAT. At Schwab, it's SWTSX. Any of those 3. Not individual stocks, not cryptocurrency, not anything someone recommended in a comment section. A boring, low-fee, total market fund that tracks the entire US stock market. Set up an automatic monthly transfer into that fund. Even $50, even $20. The amount matters far less than the start date, because as everything in this video has shown you, the start date is the most financially significant decision you will make today. Then leave it alone. Don't check it every week. Don't panic when it drops, and it will drop. Every dip you've ever seen on a long-term S&P 500 chart has one thing in common: it recovered. The drops are temporary. The compounding is permanent. If you're outside the US, the same logic applies. Find the lowest fee total market index fund available on a reputable platform in your country. The platform name doesn't matter. The fee rate and the start date do. The single most expensive financial mistake most people make is waiting until conditions feel right. Conditions are never perfectly right. The best time to start was 10 years ago. The second best time is today. Let's bring it back to where we started. Two people, same salary, same $200 a month. A 10-year difference in start date created a $282,000 gap by retirement. That gap is not luck. It's not income. It's not intelligence. It's time. And the compounding that time makes possible. Compound interest is the only financial force that genuinely rewards patience at a mathematical level. The longer you wait to use it, the more expensive that wait becomes. Not linearly, exponentially. If this video shifted something in how you see your money, subscribe to Wealth Clarity. Every video on this channel is designed to give you one concrete shift in financial thinking, backed by real numbers, not motivational noise. YouTube is going to show you the perfect next video right now. I will see you there.